Third time was the charm for Lamar Jackson to get his first playoff victory with a 20-13 win over the Titans. Lamar had 179 yards through the air with an interception, but racked up 136 yards and an impressive touchdown on the ground. Extremely impressive touchdown on the ground. Shannon, give Lamar a letter grade for his performance.
Skip, I came very, very close to giving him an A with 3 pluses, but I'm just going to give him an A because there are some things that Lamar can do that Lamar Jackson will be in the MVP conversation every single year because his legs are dynamic. And I think what they did yesterday is like, Lamar, stop trying to win the game like Mahomes or Rodgers. Use what God gave you. If it's there, go. Now, what Tennessee did, Skip, they played him a 3-3-5. They played 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and 5 DBs. And what the first team I ever saw do that was the Chargers in his first playoff game. So what we want to do, we want to get added speed. We want to get defensive backs that can have the equivalent speed.
Yep.
That's great. But if he ever breaks the line and you play in man coverage and the defensive backs have their back to Lamar Jackson, and what they did, they ran by him one time, Skip. He jumps out the window. I say he's going to hit his head on the goalpost. If you run by a guy like him or Kyler Murray, guys that have speed like that at the quarterback position, he's going to hit his head on the goalpost. And what did they do? They ran by him. They didn't level off once they got even with him, and boom, out the gate. And when they realized Lamar had the ball, it's too late. He outran all their angles.
Well, I thought they all had angles.
He outran them.
Because they were all in perfect position.
He's already at a head of steam, Skip. It's kind of like I'm in a car. If you're in your car at a dead standstill, and I'm in my car going 100 miles an hour, even though you got a faster car than me, Skip, it's going to take you a while to catch up. Where they caught him, he's in the end zone. It was too late, Skip. But Lamar, if Lamar would just trust his instinct, Skip, he can throw the ball. It's just a little mechanical. I put a little copy of tape, Skip. Look at this interception.
Well, that was horrible. The first one,
yeah, Skip,
Malcolm Butler.
Because he waited. Skip, you can't, on the 7 route, you can't wait till the guy's open. Before he breaks, the ball's supposed to be towards the sideline. He throws it inside. Just throw the ball to the sideline, let him catch it, and go out of bounds. Look, he was, Skip, on that situation, Andrews was open earlier. You got to give it to him. And this way right here, Skip, this is the game. That's the game. Before he got that long run, Skip, that's the game. You seal it right there. It's just little things like that.
Then he undid the mistake with his legs.
With his legs.
Yep.
But see, Skip, in certain situations, you might not get a reprieve. He got a reprieve on that one. But he was sensational. Skip, his legs are dynamic. I don't know if we've seen anything like this before because he can get a crease. And if you see, and they would ask me, well, what's the key to this? You know, run them out of it. You want to put those little bitty dudes on the field, Skip?
Yep.
Run them out of it. And almost 250 yards yesterday. So Lamar gets an A for what he did yesterday, but there's a few little things that, Skip, if he would throw in anticipation a little better, Skip, with his legs, I want to see him. For the next 3 to 4 years, I would want to see them.
So, on the first interception, which Lamar termed after the game a dumbass interception, it was so bad that I thought maybe the ball slipped out of his hands because he missed it by really 10 yards from where the ball needed to be.
Right.
It was 5 yards left and it should have been 5 yards right.
Right.
What is that about? He's not, he can throw darts now.
Yes.
So how do you throw it so far to the left unless it just slipped?
Because you saw the one he threw to Andrews rolling almost out of bounds. He got it was 3rd and 7. He got 17 yards on that one.
I'm glad you brought that up. For me, that was the play of the game. That is 3rd and 7 from your own 28. It's the last player. Oh, we don't have that one. But
yeah, well, I know exactly what you're talking about.
3rd and 7. From the 28, and they are down 10-0, thanks in part to the dumbass interception. And it feels like the field is tilted, it's their home field, toward Tennessee.
Right.
And he escapes to the right on a blitz. Adoree Jackson who can fly also. Yes. He can almost run like Lamar does.
Yes.
So he's chasing him to the boundary, and at the last second, Lamar ropes one up the sideline, and I thought he was throwing it away, throwing it out of bounds. And all of a sudden, big old Mark Andrews is also along the sideline, and he snags it for a 17-yard gain. Well, help me out. If that goes incomplete, if he just threw it away, and you have to punt from your own 28-yard
Right.
line, and you're down 10-0, wouldn't you have not loved their chances?
I would not have loved their chances. But, Skip, what do we say when you run with dominant arm? You force him to go the other way. Adoree Jackson comes on a blitz. He loses contain.
He loses contain.
Lamar gets outside him.
He overran.
Yes.
And then he sped up, and he was all over him. He was right with him.
Yes.
But that's the throw of the game to me. And then, obviously, the run of the game to me is also, people don't remember this, but this is 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 from the 48-yard line. And it's the Tennessee 48.
Right.
And he goes 48 yards. And at first, I thought he was going to go for, I don't know, 4 or 5 yards. And then all of a sudden, whoosh.
It's over.
And then another whoosh. And once he hits whatever his top gear is, it's absurd how he's pulling on the DBs who have angles on him. He outran all their angles.
You better not go by him.
Whoops. What?
Kenny Vaccaro say, hey,
Whoa.
I'm just line up for the PAT.
Right?
Because I ain't got nothing on this one.
Hey, so to me, all told, I'm going to give him an A. In fact, I'm going to put the plus on it.
You going to put a plus?
Yeah, I'm going to put a plus on it because of the degree of difficulty. And he put himself in the hole, but he's down 10-0 with the weight of the world on his shoulder pads because it's been a long time since Baltimore won a playoff game. It's been, what, 6 years?
Yeah.
Since John Harbaugh won a playoff game. And remember, he had stunk up 2 home playoff games by his standards.
Right.
He was just pathetic in both of them.
He was.
Last year against Tennessee when they got buzzsawed in half, you know, after they had they took effectively 3 weeks off, and he said he was rusty and sluggish. But remember, this year at home, they had lost to Tennessee, and they'd lost to Pittsburgh, and they had lost to Kansas City, and Lamar had not played well in any of those games.
No.
So all of a sudden, you're down 10-0, and I was thinking, Lamar, this is going to be a long, tough day for you.
And there's no love lost, Skip. This goes back to 2000. And I don't know what it is, but the home team can't seem to win the playoff game because the road team in this rivalry seems to always win. If I'm not mistaken, the home team has lost every game, and the road team has won every game.
Well, it goes back to your
yeah, we started in
2000.
Right. But, Skip, this kid here with his legs, now, Buffalo can score, but Buffalo got their work cut out because what can Buffalo do? Stop the run. I don't know how you beat them because not only can they run and get points out of it, Skip. They're a high-scoring team with a predominant run offense, and they can keep the ball away from you for 10, 12 minutes.
Yep.
And it gets frustrating. You're like, okay, we got him third. And they always stay, as long as he stays third and manageable.
Yep.
3rd and 1 to 3. Skip, you said they go for it on 4th down. Now, I don't know why the guy jumped outside, but Skip, John Harbaugh's like, he has the utmost confidence in this kid.
He does.
4th and 2? Oh, he going for it. Unless it's on his own 20?
Yep.
That ball better not be close to midfield.
So they ran for 236 at Tennessee. That'll work. And they held that big old stud for Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to 18 carries, 40 yards. That's 2.2 per attempt.
Yes.
Whew.
Skip, you got to play on his side. You got to make him check his feet because if you let him hit a crease, he's a strider. And you want to make him check his feet. You make him want to find out, okay, it's not there, let me cut back, and guys get a chance to get there. But if you let him get downhill, and then I love what Marcus Peters did at the when he got that interception. That's what y'all want to do? Oh, yeah, that's what y'all do. They take a picture, they take a selfie on the logo.
At your place. You're talking about what Tennessee did
with Tennessee, yeah. You know that was going to come back.
Obviously, Malcolm Butler got into it with John Harbaugh before the game when John went out and tried to politely ask them to refrain from what they were doing.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's all we need to do. Don't do that, guy.
Okay. It wasn't a great interception by Marcus Peters because the receiver just flat out fell down.
He gave a little nudge at the top of the route, too.
Maybe he did. Maybe he
But
did.
Skip,
But
why
here
would
they came and they said, watch this. The